There is a room where no one speaks. It exists in every life, though most never enter. The door is always open. Most walk past it their entire lives, choosing instead the warm corridors of distraction, the lit rooms of easy comfort. Inside that room, there is only you and the question you have been avoiding. Miyamoto Musashi lived in that room, not as metaphor, as fact. In caves, in mountains, in the space between one breath and the next, where most men fill the gap with noise, he understood what you are beginning to sense, that the battle is not out there. It is here, in the morning when the alarm sounds, in the moment between impulse and action, in the cold water you refuse to step into. The war is always internal. You think you are tired because the world is hard. You are tired because you are at war with yourself, and you are losing. Every compromise is a small death. Every moment you choose the soft path, you carve weakness into your bones. It becomes structure. It becomes who you are. The body learns. The mind adapts. You become the sum of your surrenders. Musashi never surrendered to comfort. Not once. This is not inspiration. This is diagnosis. His life was a blade held against the throat of mediocrity. 60 duels, undefeated. But the duels everyone speaks of were nothing compared to the duels no one saw. The one each dawn, the one where he chose cold stone over warm blankets, hunger over satisfaction, silence over the mind's endless negotiation. He won those duels. You are losing them. There is no crowd in the early morning. No one is watching when you choose discipline over sleep. No applause when you train alone. This is why most men fail. They need witnesses. They need validation. They need the world to confirm their effort before they make it. Musashi needed nothing. He walked alone, because the path of mastery is walked alone, not as punishment, as requirement. The crowd cannot follow you into the place where transformation happens. That place is private, silent, unglamorous. It is the 1,000 repetitions no one sees. The technique practiced until the body forgets it is practicing, until the sword is not held, but becomes the hand itself. You want results. He wanted erasure, the erasure of hesitation, of doubt, of the gap between intention and action. That gap is where you live. That gap is your prison. Every morning you wake up and you negotiate. 5 more minutes. Tomorrow I'll start. After this week. After this month. After I feel ready. The negotiation is endless because you think clarity will arrive like a gift. It will not. Clarity is not given. It is taken. By force. By repetition. By the refusal to negotiate. Musashi did not wait to feel ready. He walked into uncertainty with nothing but his will and his blade. He understood. Readiness is a myth sold to the hesitant. You become ready by moving, by acting, by entering the room you fear. The room is still there. You are still outside. Inside that room is everything you claim you want. Strength, clarity, mastery. But to enter, you must leave behind everything you are currently clutching. The excuses, the stories, the identity you have built around your limitations. You say you want to change, but you want to change without changing. You want the result without the becoming. Musashi became, not once, daily, in the cold, in the hunger, in the silence that most men fill with distraction because they cannot bear to face themselves. He faced himself, and in that facing, he found the only opponent that mattered. This is the truth they do not teach. You are not fighting the world. You are fighting the part of you that wants to quit. That part is loud. It has 1,000 voices. It sounds like reason, like self-care, like balance. It is none of those things. It is the voice of the comfort that will kill you slowly, over decades, until you wake up old and filled with the weight of battles you never fought. Musashi fought every day, not with others, with himself. The sword was just a tool. The real weapon was the will to choose the hard path when the easy one was available, the will to sit in discomfort until discomfort became home, the will to train when the body screamed and the mind offered every reason to stop. He did not stop, and in that refusal, he carved himself into something that could not be broken by circumstance, by loss, by the opinions of smaller men. He became unmovable, not through strength alone, through the daily choice to not move when everything in him wanted to flee. You flee, every day, into your phone, into your distractions, into the warm bath of easy dopamine that asks nothing of you. Mastery asks everything. It asks you to give up comfort, safety, the approval of people who will never walk the path you are being called to walk. It asks you to become someone you do not yet recognize, someone harder, clearer, more alone. The aloneness is not loneliness. It is the solitude of the archer, the painter, the warrior. It is the space where the work happens, where the self is forged. You cannot forge yourself in a crowd. The crowd will always pull you back to the average, to the acceptable, to the safe middle where nothing exceptional ever occurs. Musashi left the crowd. He walked into mountains, into caves, into the long silence where only the essential remains. He did not do this to escape the world. He did this to see it clearly, to see himself clearly, to remove every layer of illusion until only the truth remained. The truth is this: you are capable of far more than you are currently expressing. But that capability is buried under years of small surrenders, of choosing comfort over growth, of choosing distraction over depth. Every day you make that choice, the burial deepens. Musashi refused the burial. He chose the hard ground, the cold morning, the empty road, not because he was special, because he understood that mastery is not a destination. It is a direction, and the direction is always away from comfort. You are walking toward comfort, every decision, every moment. You are moving toward ease, and ease is the slow death of all potential. There is another way. It does not promise happiness. It does not promise fulfillment. It promises only this: that you will become what you are capable of becoming, that the gap between who you are and who you could be will close. Not through belief, not through motivation, through action, repeated, daily, in the dark, when no one is watching. Musashi understood the darkness. He trained in it, fought in it, found clarity in it, because darkness removes distraction. It reveals only what is essential: your breath, your body, your will. In the light you can pretend. In the darkness there is only truth. The truth is that you have been pretending. Pretending effort. Pretending discipline. Pretending that you are doing enough when you know, deep in the part of you that you silence, that you are not. You are not doing enough. You are capable of more. The body can endure more. The mind can focus longer. The will can push past the point where you currently stop. You stop too soon. Always. You stop when it gets hard, when the discomfort arrives, when the voice says this is enough. It is not enough. Musashi did not stop when it was hard. He stopped when it was complete, when the technique was perfect, when the opponent was defeated, when the work was done, not when it was comfortable. Comfort was never the measure. Completion was the measure. You measure in comfort, in how good it feels, and how easy the path is. This is why you are where you are. This is why the gap remains. The gap between who you are and who you must become will not close with comfort. It will close with repetition, with discipline, with the refusal to negotiate. Every morning is a negotiation. Your mind will offer every reason to stay in bed, to skip the work, to choose the easy path. These reasons will sound intelligent, reasonable, like self-care. They are the voice of your weakness. And if you listen, weakness becomes your master. Musashi had no master. He mastered himself. This is the only mastery that matters. Everything else is performance. Everything else is the external validation that will never fill the internal void. The void is filled by the work, by the doing, by the becoming. You are not becoming. You are waiting, waiting for the right moment, the right feeling, the right circumstances. Musashi did not wait. He moved into uncertainty, into discomfort, into the battles that most men avoid their entire lives. The battle is always now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Now, in this moment, you are either moving toward mastery or away from it. There is no neutral. There is no pause. Every moment is a choice, and the choice is always the same: comfort or growth, ease or effort, the soft path or the hard one. You know which one you have been choosing. The soft path leads nowhere. It circles. It feels good in the moment and empty in the end. The hard path leads to the only place worth going, to the version of yourself that you respect, that you trust, that can stand in the room alone and not flinch. Musashi stood in that room for years, alone, with only his discipline and his will. He did not flinch. He did not break. He became steel. You can become steel, but first you must enter the fire. The fire is the discomfort you are avoiding, the cold water, the early morning, the hard work that no one sees, the repetition that feels meaningless until suddenly it becomes everything. Mastery is built in the meaningless, in the moments that feel like nothing, the 1,000th repetition, the 10,000th. The body learns in the repetition. The mind sharpens. The will strengthens. But only if you stay. Most people leave. They try once, twice, 10 times, and when the result does not appear, they walk away. They say it does not work. They say they are not built for it. Musashi was not built for it. He built himself through the work, through the years, through the refusal to stop. You want to stop. Every day, the voice tells you that you have done enough, that you deserve rest, that you can start again. Tomorrow you will hear the same voice, and the day after, and the day after that, until years pass, and you are still in the same place, older, weaker, filled with the regret of the battles you never fought. Fight now. Not tomorrow, now. The fight is simple. It is the choice between what you want in this moment and what you want in the long run. Comfort now or strength later. Distraction now or clarity later. The easy path now or mastery later. You cannot have both. The soft life and the strong life do not coexist. You must choose. Musashi chose. Every morning, every moment. He chose the path that led away from comfort and toward mastery, not because it felt good, because it was true. Truth does not negotiate. It does not bend to your feelings. It does not care if you are tired. It simply is. And the truth is this: you are not yet what you could be. You are a shadow of your potential, and the only way to step into the light is to walk through the fire. The fire is waiting. It has always been waiting. You are the one who has been standing outside, negotiating, hoping that there is another way. There is no other way. There is only the path, and the path is walked alone, in silence, in the cold, in the early morning, when the world is still asleep, and there is only you and the choice. Choose the hard path, not once, every time, until the choice is no longer a choice, until it is simply who you are. Musashi did not think about discipline. He was discipline. The sword was not separate from the hand. The will was not separate from the action. He became one thing: unmovable, unbreakable, clear. You can become this. But first you must stop pretending. Stop pretending that you are doing enough. Stop pretending that comfort will lead you anywhere worth going. Stop pretending that the voice offering you rest is your friend. That voice is your enemy. It is the part of you that will keep you small, safe, and unfulfilled for the rest of your life. Musashi silenced that voice, not with aggression, with action, with the daily choice to move forward when everything in him wanted to stop. He moved forward, for years, for decades, until the gap closed, until the man he was and the man he could be were the same. You are not the same, not yet, but you can be. The room is still there, the one where no one speaks, the one where only the truth remains. Enter it. Stay in it. Do not leave until you have faced yourself, until you have won the only battle that matters. The war is internal. The victory is internal, and the path is walked alone. Walk it.